Hi again, everybody. It's time for your news break. From the pages of the paper of Montgomery County, I'm Frank Phillips reporting. And a few of the stories you'll find inside the paper today. CEL&P Chief Accountant Ron Gable had good news for the Utility Service Board on Wednesday. The electric utilities revenues were slightly lower in February, but Gable attributed that to mild weather rather than continuing problems with a poor economy. In fact, we seem to have turned the corner starting in September, he said. Even XL Plus is losing less money than it used to lose. Board President Roger Tarter said the cable TV/internet utility lost $678,000 in 2011. In 2010, XL Plus's losses were $1.2 million more than in 2011. When we come back, more about the sale of the power plant and other news from XL Plus. Also, property sales are on the rise, and we'll take a look at sports and the weather. You're watching Newsbreak from the pages of the paper of Montgomery County.
Bad wrecks happen to good people. That's why people take their wrecks to the good people at Gould's Body and Paint in Crawfordsville. Gould's will work with your insurance company to provide an accurate quote of your needed repairs. Then the iCar Gold Class Specialists take over, restoring your vehicle to good as new. Gould's will service any make, any model, any type, or amount of damage. Just remember our motto: at Gould's Body and Paint, our business is a wreck.
At Zon's Floor Covering, we don't offer washers, paint, or lumber. Floor covering is our expertise for your home or office. At Zon's Floor Covering, we offer luxurious styles of carpeting and realistic-looking vinyl patterns, and we do it better than anyone else. You'll fall in love with the possibilities at Zon's, all backed by professional installation, superior personal service, and our 3-year installation warranty. Stop by Zon's today and see why we want to be everywhere you are.
And we're back. Things are moving at lightning speed, said Bill Harrington, who is leading a group of investors who have agreed to purchase Crawfordsville's power plant. However, closing will not take place as soon as the Utility Service Board had hoped. No money was budgeted for the power plant in 2012 because board members thought the sale would be closed very early this year. Instead, Harrington's latest guess is that the government permitting process will be completed and the sale will be closed in June. "Will you give me a present?" asked board member Sam Hildebrand. "My birthday's the end of June." Harrington repeated earlier statements that he cannot control the process of state government. Currently, the operation of the power plant is being paid for by the tracker, a small fee that fluctuates and is printed on each CEL&P bill sent to customers. So not having the power plant on the 2012 budget is not a problem, Manager Phil Good said. In the February meeting, board member Denny Cook questioned that there had been no earnest money received from the buyers. Harrington said he thinks the city will have $50,000 from the buyers by the April meeting. He said he anticipates raising the $2.5 million necessary to close on the plant won't be a problem. Gathered under a large photo of the Crawfordsville City Building Wednesday morning, the Utility Service Board debated a resolution to move future meetings to that building. The request came from Mayor Todd Barton last month. "My observation attending meetings last year when I was a candidate and this year was the meetings did not seem to be open and inviting," Barton said Wednesday afternoon. For years, the Utility Service Board has met in the boardroom of Crawfordsville Electric Light and Power's offices on Lafayette Road. The board met at one end of a long table, and visitors, the mayor included, either sat at the other end of the table or on chairs facing the backs of board members. There's no sound system in the room, and Barton, among others, found it difficult to hear what board members said, and at times it was difficult to know who voted for or against a given measure. When the board met Wednesday morning at 7:30, the room configuration had been changed. The board met at one table, all facing visitors, and there was a table for at least some of the visitors to use to take notes. In spite of the change, a majority of the board members agreed with the mayor and voted to have future meetings in the city building, in the former city courtroom on the second floor where some other city boards meet. Voting in favor of moving meetings to the city building were Dennis Cook, board president Roger Tarter, and Jerry Connect. Voting against the move were Sam Hildebrand and Lyle Fogel. The availability of CEL&P personnel was one of the arguments to keep the meeting at the CEL&P offices. The meetings will be conducted at the city building on East Pike Street starting April 26. Barton said he plans to encourage other boards to move their meetings to the city building as well. And there's good news for real estate in today's edition of the paper. A one-month review of local housing data reveals an increase in closed sales in Montgomery County, according to a report from the Metropolitan Indianapolis Board of Realtors, better known as MIBOR. However, the number of new listings and the median sales price of new homes decreased. And looking at our news briefs today, hey, happy birthday. We've got a couple birthdays. Happy birthday to Carter Livingston and Kelsey Frazee. So hope you have a great day on your special day, both Carter and Kelsey. Maundy Thursday services will be on April 5th at 7 p.m. at Christian Union Church. A Good Friday service will be held at the Waynetown Methodist Church at 7 p.m. April 6th. And Easter sunrise service will be at the Waynetown Baptist Church at 7 a.m. Easter Sunday with breakfast to follow. All are welcome to attend these services. You can sign up for the county's dust control program April 9 through 27. Applications will be taken at D&D Oil Company, 2209 Indianapolis Road from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. The length of the dust control will be 300 feet at the cost of $175 to the applicant for one application, or $237.50 for two applications. Please make personal checks, cashier's checks, or money orders out to the D&D Oil Company. And by the way, that's only half the expense the county, in other words, you and me, county taxpayers, are picking up the rest of that cost. Well, let's check Weatherby's 3-degree guarantee. Remember, if Weatherby is off by more than 3 degrees and you catch him, then you get entered into a drawing for a prize. Weatherby says the high today will be 70, but watch out for thunderstorms. Some of them might be severe, so be sure and watch this website, and particularly the weather for you at the bottom. If you catch Weatherby, and he hasn't been caught in quite a while, if he's off by more than 3 degrees, send an email to Weatherby, that's WEATHERBY, at the paper, the number 24-7.com, and let us know. Now, let's look at our sports page today, which our sports section actually begins on page A5. And we see that a popular Southmont coach has decided to resign. In a decision he said was entirely made to spend more time with his family, Southmont boys basketball coach Dan Chad announced his resignation from the position Thursday. Chad, who coached for the Mounties for 5 years, compiling a 41-65 record, said he wants to spend more time with his wife and 3 boys, ages 4, 8, and 12. It's just time to let other things consume my life besides just basketball, he said. I'm not making a career move, not leaving on ill terms. It's a family move, nothing more than that. Chad played for Southmont and graduated in 1991, led the Mounties to a 13-8 record this season as their head coach. And we'll have more in the pages of the paper of Montgomery County about Coach Chad's resignation. Other things going on in sports yesterday, the Crawfordsville softball team had a chance to win in the bottom half of the 7th against West Lafayette, but as had been the case throughout the game, the Athenians weren't able to get it done, falling 6-3. We gave them too many runs, and I thought we'd be able to hit the ball better, Athenians coach Brian Norris said. We obviously didn't. I don't think it was a case of ready to get on vacation time. I don't know what it was. With one out, junior Shelby Haggard singled into right field, her second base hit of the game. Senior Kagana Powell walked, and a wild pitch by pitcher Megan Moody put both runners in scoring position. But senior Adrian Barton grounded out to the third baseman, and Haggard and Powell both had to stay at third and second. With 2 outs, junior Spencer Funk struck out looking. I told them we need 3 runners on, Norris said. 2 of the 3 got on, Norris said, excluding leadoff hitter Brittany McKinney, who popped out. We were in a good spot in the order, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Spencer had been hitting the ball well all day, and I thought she would do again. Tied at 2, West Lafayette took the lead with a 4-run 4th inning. Junior Madison Welch hit an infield single that bounced off Barton's glove to start things off and advanced to second on a single by Maddie Wajaliewicz. Excuse me for that, Maddie. Both scored when Crawfordsville third baseman Mary Greer made a bad throw to first on a bunt attempt. West Lafayette's Lauren Connell doubled off the left field wall, scoring Grace Malone, who had reached first on Greer's error. Sophie Shin then bunted to send Connell to third. Connell scored on a ground out for the 4th run. Crawfordsville tried to rally a second time. The Athenians fell behind 2-0 in the second, but tied in the game in the bottom of the 3rd, but this time managed 1 run. Barton led off the bottom of the 4th with a walk, and Funk's double into center field advanced Barton to third. Sophomore Cassidy Bonebreak walked in the next at-bat, loading the bases. Senior Marley Sills hit a grounder to the first baseman, which allowed Barton to score and put 2 runners in scoring position. With 2 outs, freshman Brianna Jones lined out to second base. We didn't attack the ball like I thought we could, Norris said. The balls we put in play were easy plays. We didn't really hit the ball as hard as I thought we should have against okay pitching, but not great pitching. While Norris was overall disappointed, he did note that there were some good defensive plays made. Bonebreak knocked the ball down on a grounder too short, and the ball hit her throat. She still was able to pick up the ball and make the throw for the out. In the 5th, Haggard completed a double play when she caught a fly ball in center field for the 2nd out of the inning, then threw a runner out trying to slide into home plate. And aside from her costly throwing error to first base, Greer made a couple nice plays. First, she caught a fly ball that was falling in the Athenians' dugout in the 6th. An inning later, she held on after bobbling the ball a little bit near the on-deck circle. And we've got a lot more news, and we've got more sports, and we got a lot more of everything in today's edition of the Paper of Montgomery County. Be sure and pick yours up today, whether it's out of the post office box or off the stand on the corner. For the pages of the Paper of Montgomery County, I'm Frank Phillips reporting. You have an outstanding day. Be careful of those thunderstorms, won't you?